Good morning. It is April 7th and it is 20 past 7 in the morning. Fucking hell, wow, that's bright. So, heading into the office now. It's Tuesday. As most of you know, I don't trade on Monday anyway, so there was no point in me filming anything yesterday. A lot of people are saying, you know, can we get more day in the lives and when's the next one coming out and stuff like that. Unfortunately, I can't prioritise the day in the life videos at the moment. You know, I do want to document being on lockdown and trading through all this stuff, but I can't prioritise it entirely just because I'm a one-man show at the minute. You know, I've not got Callum in the office to help out with the clients. Sorry, I'm just holding this as I go around this really steep corner. I've not got Callum in the office to help out with clients, and I don't have a videographer you know, that I can access to help me with the videos. So at the minute I'm doing everything. We do have already like more than 260 members. In fact, we have more than 270 in our community group. So I really am having to focus on that at the minute. Get the education out, the one-to-ones and kind of analysis updates and stuff like that. I'm really doing it a lot of it on my own. However, there is you know, a sort of footnote to this. You can follow me on Instagram, my personal Instagram, not the KB Trading one. If you follow me on Instagram, you're gonna get my daily life updates anyway. I put a lot of stupid shit on there, like on my stories, a lot of funny stuff and kind of my thoughts throughout the day. It can get a bit nuts, but if you're interested, if you like, you know, if you like me, if I come across well, if you feel like you resonate with me and my sort of attitude, then just follow me, right? So it's at Sam_Cav. I'll put it on screen. There's also a link in the description anyway. But if you like what you see and you want to see a bit more things on a daily basis, just follow me on Instagram. That's also your best way to communicate with me. You can message me on Instagram and I'll pretty much get back to you within the day. I'm saying that just now. At the moment, I wake up to like 10 to 15 messages every morning, so you know, I can't promise it's going to be within a day, but I'll try. So today anyway, I've got my eye on euro dollar longs and dollar yen shorts. So US dollar majors are looking pretty good at the minute. Pound yen is actually looking very nice, and cable's looking nice for a bit of a longer term play, so I'll keep you updated on that. But today I'm going to show you really how I calculate my risk and my full process from identifying a trade setup to actually taking the trade, and I'll kind of walk you through that step by step. Now, I don't want to let this run on too long, I don't want to take up too much of the video, but again, Instagram will be on screen. Follow me, you can connect with me there, and I'll catch up with you when we get into the office. Just about to jump on this live with the members. We've got 4 or 5 pairs to talk about for the day ahead. We're looking at pound Aussie, we're looking at cable, we're looking at pound yen, euro dollar and dollar yen, as well as the dollar index. So I'm going to get into that. Hopefully we can get scaled into that euro dollar setup that I outlined in the clip previous, but I'll keep you updated, let you know how we get on. It's that point in the day where I'm going to get around to doing some back testing. I try to back test at least 5 trades every single day, going back, whether it's my day trading strategy, you know, levels trading, swing trading, whatever particular strategy I'm trading, or maybe I'm wanting to focus on a specific pair. I'll get onto the charts and back test, you know, just spend an hour back testing every single day. Now, the thing about back testing is
if you're not a profitable trader, it's fantastic for showing you where you're going wrong. You can see on the majority of your losses, your stop losses are maybe too tight, or on the majority of your losses, you enter during the Asia session, etc., etc. So you can go through with a fine tooth comb and really work out where you're going wrong. Now, if you're already a profitable trader, then you can actually use this just to build, your confidence, or to build your arsenal, right? To figure out new trading strategies, or to find holes in your current trading system. Even though I'm profitable, my strike rate is in around 60%, right? I'd like that to be 65%. Backtesting can help me get there, right? Because I can go through with a fine tooth comb and I can say, right, okay, well, if every trade of the past 5 trades has gone 10 pips against me before it went in profit, maybe my entries need to be a little bit better. So you can start to find the little ways to improve your game. I think it's Tom Dante says, if you're not working on your edge, someone else is. And I think that's something that really, really resonates with myself. Constantly be trying to develop and advance your edge. The other thing about backtesting is it builds up a degree of confidence in your edge. You know that your system works. You know that you can have 5 losses in a row and your system's still profitable over time. As Mark Douglas says, that a trading system isn't to produce winning trades every time, but over time, right? So it's to produce winning results over time rather than every single trade. You may lose 2-3 trades in a row, even 4 trades in a row, and still end the week, the month, the year, the quarter in profit. So I'm going to get over onto the screens. I'm going to show you exactly how I go through. I'm going to give you a very quick breakdown of my backtesting journal, and I'm going to just pick a random trade, just kind of work through it and show you how I would log it. So I'm going to jump around and get into that now. So you're going to be able to see my screen to the right here. Obviously to the left I have my chart of euro dollar. Now here's just some backtesting that I was doing yesterday. You can see this this table has pair, and I've just got euro US dollar because this is my euro dollar backtesting sheet. Direction, entry date, exit date, stop loss and pips, grade, so that's the number of confluences. Result, win or loss, gain in percentage, before and after screenshot, notes if that's necessary, and then I have this table which just kind of simplifies this down, so automatically calculates out the wins, the losses, the break-evens, the profit and loss, and the strike rate as well. Now, if I take you over onto my other screen, take you over onto screen 2, which is the screen to the left, you're now looking at a chart of euro dollar. So to keep things simple and not try and take up too much time, I'm just going to very quickly break down, this isn't going to be accurate, this trade may not even win, but I'm just going to show you an example of how I would journal. Okay, so this is going to be the first trade I'm going to take. Now, what I'm looking to do here is write this down to the double bottom, 20 pip stop loss. Confluences are going to be this structure here and that fib. That's not the typical number of confluences we go for, but I'm trying to be quick about this. So we'll take this and copy it, bring you back over to screen 1, put that in as the before screenshot, then put in the grade, so there's only 2 confluences there. Stop loss in pips would be 22 pips. Entry date, if I look over onto my left screen, that's looking like it's the 12th of February 2019. So come all the way back, 12th of February, and it's going to be a short position. Now, if I go back over onto this screen, we're then going to play this through and see what happened. Again, I would treat this as live, so I would be going through, okay, what would I do here? Would I potentially be looking to close out early? because it's ran against me, etc, etc. So if you have rules for getting out early, if a trade runs against you, you'll be applying all of them at this moment. Play that through. Okay, so we've made 3% on that trade. Hit the screenshot button, copy that link, bring you back over to the journal and say, right, there's a 3% trade, that was a win. We exited it on the 14th of February, or the 13th of February rather. 13th of February, there's the screenshot. So you've got your before and after screenshot there that you can look back on. Any notes about the trade, ran 15 pips in drawdown. Well, I'm just going to leave it at that, ran 15 pips in drawdown. So very quickly I can look back at that and say, okay, it was a 22 pip stop, it ran 15 pips against me. Let's say you had got in 15 pips later, that could have been an 8% trade. So these are the types of things. That's a very quick, very basic breakdown of how I journal. If anyone does have any questions, be sure to let me know. Thanks.
Okay, good morning. So it's 7:45, Wednesday the 8th of April. Yesterday was Tuesday, so we're obviously we're on to the next day now. There was pretty much nothing happening in the markets after I done like my back testing and stuff like that. There was nothing happening in the markets, and it was one of those ones where I just kind of sat, done a bit more worked until about 6 p.m. and left. There was pretty much nothing worth like filming, and I don't want to bulk out the video with clips from yesterday when there's nothing happening, and then the video end up being like 40 minutes. So hopefully today we'll get in some trades. Both pound yen and euro dollar look like they could be setting up. So when I go in after I have the live with the members, I'll possibly just update you on that. But for now, I'm going to quickly grab a coffee, head through, see what the markets have done over the Asia session. So, I'm a tad late this morning. Didn't end up getting to sleep until like 3 a.m. So not too good. Didn't really have time to grab like breakfast or make a lunch or anything like that. So I got some pineapples in the shop and some like granola type thing with yogurt as well. And yeah, I'm going to sort of wire into that and try and get that out of the way before I go live with the members. Irresponsible, I know. Should really be on top of my sleep game, but sometimes these things are out of our control. The thing that I'm going to do is I'm not going to like plunge into the markets this morning, even if I see a lot of opportunity, because I am tired, right? And I get that that's maybe not so interesting for you to watch, me like, being a bit more conservative, but given that this is, obviously my trading career and stuff like that, if I feel like I'm feeling a bit off, and it goes for you as well, if you feel like you come in one day and you're feeling a little bit off, you need to be your own best critic. You need to say, I'm not in the right mental state to do this today. I'm not, I'm potentially not going to be on top form, so I'm just going to rein myself in a little bit, take my time, and really be a bit more meticulous, a little bit less aggressive, and just kind of a bit more patient. So I'm going to get into getting set up for the day, and then I've got some things to do, go over my like daily affirmations and stuff like that. I'm going to do that, and I'll check in with you. I'm actually just about to enter that pound yen trade. Now, on the last video, somebody had asked about how I calculate my risk. So I'm going to show you that now on this, the app Stinu, right? So we use this app, it's called Stinu. And all you simply do is put in your account balance or your starting balance, and then you put in your risk percentage, your stop loss in pips, select currency pair, pound yen, calculate. And it gives you this very handy table
where you can very easily, as we know, the risk to reward on a trade can change very, very quickly. As you're inputting this data, maybe the stop loss is now 50 pips, maybe it's now 60 pips. So you can very, very easily say, okay, it's 60 pips now, and then it'll give you your lot size. You then obviously move over onto MT4 and input your lot size to guarantee you're going to get fixed risk. Now, I personally think that there's no edge in varying your size unless you know that your strategy is, you have one strategy that's higher probability, maybe you allocate more risk to it. But I think certainly for the majority of people watching this and for the majority of people who are just getting into trading, fixed risk, always risk 1% or 2%, because it means over time, if your strike rate is not so good, as long as your risk to reward is fairly good, you're going to be making results, or at least above break even the majority of the time. Now, got to jump into this call with the members. We're just about to start in 2 minutes, and then I'll let you know how we get on, and I'll keep you updated on that pound yen trade throughout the day. So we've just entered this trade on pound yen. We're in for 2 lots at the minute. If I bring you over onto TradingView just to show you my analysis on this, really we're looking at price sitting on this prior structure high here, as well as this overall ascending trend line that we have in here. So trend line structure being respected there, and also on a slightly lower time frame, if I just scale down to the 1 hour, we have a 61.8 fib of this overall low to high move. So we're floating just above entry at the minute. We're up about £100. We're looking to shoot for nearly 4.5% on this trade. So I will keep you updated. I'll keep you updated as we go on this trade. I'll keep you updated, let you know how it's going, and potentially post like a full breakdown video of it maybe in the next day in the life, because this one's already looking a little bit too long. But I'm going to keep you updated on that. I wanted to update you. It's now like 10 a.m, or 10:15 rather. I wanted to update you, let you know that I've actually entered that, because last time we spoke I said I was going to be very cautious about entering the markets, and I thought it'd be good to log the fact that I have actually entered this trade now, because if it goes pear-shaped, if it doesn't go so well, we can kind of reflect and see that I already was anticipating it might not go well, just because I wasn't feeling too sharp this morning. So I will keep you updated on that. I'm about to nip out and grab another cup of coffee, and then I'm going to do back testing. I'm going to do a little bit of back testing for the next couple of hours. So I'll check in with you and let you know how this trade's running. So I'm sitting down for my morning coffee, and I thought this would be a good opportunity to address something that we get asked daily, which is, do you send signals? The short answer is no. We don't send signals. We're not a signals group. And there's a couple of reasons why. Now, in my personal belief, signals pretty much don't work. And the other thing, I don't think that they're good anyway, right? Even if they did work, I don't think it's good. I think, you can go to the old cliche, teach a man to fish or give a man a fish, etc., etc. Any of these old sort of adages will work absolutely fine, but that is genuinely what I believe. I think you should learn to trade, because your personality, whether you're conservative, aggressive, competitive, whatever, is going to come out in your trading and in your trading style. And I think trading should be very personal to you and your attitude, your personality, the way you approach life. Now, to get on to why I think signals don't really work, it's very simple, and that's just consistency, right? By the time that person finds a trade, they type it out to send to you, they calculate their own risk, they enter the trade, you receive the message, you go calculate your risk for your account size, open up your app, execute the trade. That could have ran 10 pips in profit by that point. So let's say their trade had a 20 pip stop, 40 pip take profit. That's a 1 to 2 risk to reward. If it's 10 pips up by the time you get in, it's actually now a 1 to 1, because it's a 30 pip stop now and a 30 pip take profit. So in a matter of seconds, you've lost your edge, right?
If this happens over 10 trades and they win 5 out of 10 trades, on the 5 they win, they make 10%. On the 5 they lose 5% at a 1 to 2. So they're up 5%. But if you're in on a 1 to 1, you're at break even. Now let's say their strike rate slips below 50%. It may end up that you're actually negative and they're still in the green, right? So these types of things happen all the time, and it's why people struggle to find success trading signals. What I would say to you is that 5 to 10 minutes per day, as these marketers promise you, is not enough to become profitable at something. It's not enough to become a millionaire or rich or to become, a profitable trader. It just doesn't. If anyone tells you something is achievable with 5 to 10 minutes work, it's not worth it. We look back at these 80s, fitness DVDs like 6-minute abs and stuff like that, and we laugh now. We think that's hilarious that people used to think you could just, get a shredded six-pack from 6 minutes work. Why don't we apply that now? Why don't we say, in the same way that to get a shredded, six-pack, whatever, it doesn't take just the workout, it takes the sleep, it takes the, the hydration, the nutrition. Why don't we apply that same logic to trading? These marketers saying 5 to 10 minutes per day, why don't we say, well, what about the work that has to go in behind that, the studying, the research? They don't talk about any of that. They just want you to believe, because it's, they're employing the same dodgy marketing tactics that were being used in the 80s, salesmen that we would laugh at nowadays, and people are still getting caught by it. Now, on a slightly brighter note, what do we actually offer, like in my group, in our group? Well, I pretty much give a live commentary of what I do throughout the day. So start off the morning, a live call with the members on Zoom. I share my screen. This is what I'm looking at. I'm looking at this pair, this pair, this pair. Want to enter from here, targets here, stops here, etc. Exactly what I'm looking at for the day. Then as I enter, I will update the group. I'll say, I'm looking at USD CAD now, it's coming into my zone. When I enter, I'll say, I'm entering USD CAD now with my stop here, my take profit here. So I'm not sending out a signal, I'm just commentating what I'm doing, so that you learn how we analyze, and you start to pick up, what my attitude towards trades, things that I'm looking for, confluences that I'm building up, and things that I'm putting in towards formulating that winning setup. So again, if you are interested in that, links in the description, feel free to get in touch anyway and find out a bit more about what we do. But we don't do signals. A lot of people keep asking about signals and can they copy my trades and stuff. I mean, I guess if you're in the group, you can follow what I'm doing, but we're not a signals group, and that's never our purpose. We're here to help you learn and to help you better yourself as a trader, to build you into our community of like-minded traders who are of all experience levels, to try and get everybody to the highest standard possible. We're really here to change the game. We're really here to change this terrible reputation that the trading industry has, because when me and Callum started out in this industry, it didn't really have a bad rap. People were doing the honest thing, and people wanted to learn about trading, and over the past sort of couple of years there's been this transition into just this get rich quick scammy thing, and now that's all people want, is they just want to get rich quick. So if you are interested, feel free to hit that link in the description and find out a little bit more about what we offer. But I'm going to finish this coffee and then get back to checking up on that position on pound yen. So currently running £1,600 up on this position on pound yen at the minute. It's looking very, very nice. We've pulled the target in slightly, so instead of shooting for that 4% target, I'm actually looking for around about 3% now. However, if we get to 2% and price starts to stall around that double top region on the fib, I'm just going to pull the trade. I like to commit to my analysis and stuff, but if I can make $2,000 for the day and head home, I'm going to, especially since, as I spoke about this morning, I wasn't feeling too sharp. I'm a little bit off today, so to make 2%, I don't want to end the day on a bad note, I want to end on a good note. If I can make 2% and get out of here, it's going to be better for my head game long term. I'm a big believer in sticking to your analysis, committing to the trade, letting it run to target, and trusting your analysis. And I think that's equally as good for your head game. But with the way I'm feeling just now, if price is stalling around 2% when I'm getting ready to leave the office, I'll just close out. I don't like to hold Japanese yen pairs over the Asia session anyway, because you can wake up the next day and the market structure's changed a bit as you head into London. So
I'll update you on that. I'm about to head out to Sainsbury's and grab something for lunch, and then I'll check back in when I've done that. Just back from Sainsbury's, I'll put over a clip of the sushi light platter that I got, and also some green health drink. I was so close to picking up the innocent smoothie that I got last time, but I got a flashback to an email that I actually received from one of the subscribers to the channel. Sent me an email about innocent smoothies, being like, you know, you shouldn't be drinking them, they've got this in them, they've got that in them, sugar, blah blah blah. And I was like, I'm not easily influenced by people's opinions, right? You couldn't be doing what I do, you get absolutely slaughtered. So but at the same time, I mean, this guy sounded genuinely concerned for my health, and I was like, as I was picking it up, I was like, I don't want to upset this guy anymore. He's clearly pretty upset. But yeah, so pound yen is just floating in around the same place, to be honest. It's not really changed much. I'm expecting a little bit of a retracement into the afternoon, and then hopefully we can see another sort of impulsive move into the end of the London, sort of middle of the New York session. Is it likely? I'm not too sure, to be honest. We may have to run it overnight. I don't like running Japanese yen pairs overnight, as I already spoke about, but we'll see what we can do. Again, streets were, even on such a nice day, I think people are really starting to click with this like isolation stuff, because go back a week ago, if the weather was like this, I imagine the streets would just be packed, but pretty empty today. Again, really eerie feeling, but I'm going to get on with lunch and then check back in with you depending on what happens with pound yen. I'm looking to get out of here around 5ish, end of the London session, and not stick around for too much longer unless there's trades that need tending to. So I'm going to get on with this and I'll check in with you in a bit. Just about to head home now. The time is 6:15. I'd initially planned on leaving at 5 o'clock when the London session closed. However, I wanted to let that H4 candle close on pound yen. I wanted to see if we could potentially get above that sort of 2% mark, and I could bank some profit before heading home. Unfortunately, we've not managed to make it. I think the most it was up was like 1.8%. So what I'm going to do is just let it run through the Asia session. No more adjustments have been made to it. Stop still at negative 1%. Trade still 1.5% in profit. So what I'll do is I'll just let it run through the Asia and update you into the London tomorrow and let you know how it went. Okay, so the time is 9:30. Now, I did actually close out of that pound yen trade last night at about 3 a.m. So a bit of a late one. I checked my charts and we had produced an inside bar on a 1 hour chart, which normally I wouldn't take to be anything of major significance, but we were at a fairly significant resistance level, and I thought, I don't want to wake up tomorrow with the trade in drawdown and kind of start the day off wrong. I would much rather just bank 2%. So if I open up my MT4 history just now, you can see there we have it, just over 2%, 40 pips shy of take profit. So as I say, like, I'm a big believer in letting your trades run, sticking to your analysis, but I was more than happy to bank 2% on that trade. Honestly, I don't think the video is going to go on after this. I think this will be the last clip, simply because I don't plan on trading for the rest of today. Tomorrow is Good Friday, which in my experience isn't a great trading day. As we come into the Easter weekend, things just sort of slow down anyway. So I probably won't even take any trades for the rest of the week. If you have enjoyed the video, if you have any questions, suggestions, whatever, please comment. If you did enjoy it and you want to keep in touch, I provided my Instagram, and you can subscribe to the channel as well. Now, I get some people were saying that they would prefer the videos to be like 10 to 15 minutes long, and I do understand that. You know, a lot of these day in the life videos that people post are 10 to 15 minutes long, but I'm trying to provide as much value and as much information in these videos as possible. Like in this video, we went over back testing, how I journal. The previous one, we went over stop loss placement. We spoke about risk and stuff like that. We spoke about signals, why they don't work. So I'm really trying to cram as much knowledge into these as possible. Obviously, with the UK being on lockdown and most of the world being on lockdown, most people have a bit more time anyway. So I really want to get as much free knowledge out as possible. Not everybody has the money to buy a course or to join our groups, right? I get it, because when I started out I had absolutely nothing and it was really, really difficult, and there was nobody providing free, valuable content. So I'm really trying to give as much as I can away for free without being unfair to my members, obviously, who are paying. So, you know, it doesn't mean a lot to kind of for you to leave a comment or whatever and let me know how you're finding it. Any questions, etc., you can comment down in the comments below. But thanks as always for watching. Stay safe, and we'll check in next week. Hopefully we get some good trade. Hopefully next week's a little bit more of an exciting week in the markets. Take care, guys. Thank you.